Wow, Eito did that? I didn't know he had that in him. Yeah, he surprised all of us. And now everyone knows about my arm and everything. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to tell them. But don't worry. I'm sure we can work something out. You could have told them this was all my idea. Then nobody would get mad at you. You really are too honest for your own good, Takumi. You're giving me too much credit. It's a pity about Sire. I know he wasn't exactly nice, but I kinda liked the little guy. Well, I guess this is my own fault for rushing off and saving you. I'm glad you did. If you hadn't been there, I'd have been done for. Nah, you'd have tapped into some kind of latent power and got through it. You didn't need me. That's not true. How'd you know we were in trouble back then anyway? I had some kind of vision. More Retsnom powers, I guess. Then I ran as fast as I could, whipped up the poison, and you know the rest. Huh. Guess I used up a little too much energy doing all that stuff at once, though. I can barely even move. It's like my battery's right down to 1. Well, you can relax now. Everything's gonna be fine, so just get some rest. Sure. I think I'm gonna be sleeping for even longer this time, so don't freak out, okay? Darumi let out a gentle sigh and closed her eyes. I still had a lot of doubts about whether our plan would work and whether the ruby tear would be ready in time. But what concerned me most of all was whether Darumi herself would be okay. Welcome back to Retsum Thursdays in the Melavanium always. This is the 4th consecutive day of me recording 100 Line, and I'm worried about my corneas. Yeah, yesterday was the big ol' stream finale of the 100 Lion Scenario 0 streams, and it was super duper fun, and I definitely woke up feeling like, you know what? I think I should bring this little era to an end. I think I should finish Retsum today. And I should put the game down for a while. These are some really nice finish points to just kind of process everything, think it over, you know, resensitize, all that stuff. Pick it up again later. I also need to stop replaying things. I'm hitting the 130 hour mark, and I've only seen 4 endings. So I need to keep it fresh, otherwise I might get burned out. I'm worried about that. I took off at a run and ran in the direction of the war room. Is everyone here? The battle is about to start. What about Darumi? She can't even move. She said she used up too much power saving us. So we gotta do this without her, Eito, or Sire? That's just how it goes, little guy. We fight or we die, same as ever. Vexness isn't gonna show up this time, right? I don't think I can handle fighting her again so soon. We won't know till we get out there. But whatever happens, I'm sure we can get through it. That's right. No matter how hard it gets, we have to do this. If we all work together, I know we can win. Let's do this, everyone. Defensive battle, initiate. How often do people besides Takumi get to say that? Yabba. Again, I say it all the time, but I love the balance of 2D and 3D in this game. The stuff that's done in 3D animation is so good. I mean, I'm sure it'd be nice in 2D, but I don't know. I'm grateful for what they've done with the 3D animation. I would kill for the new Professor Layton game to use 2D sprites and 3D models the way that 100 Line does. I would kill for them to make that change, but I don't think they're going to. Gotta have 2D conversation sprites. I won't accept anything else. What fresh hell awaits us on this morrow? Alright. Normal Ascarons. Aw, man, there's so many of them. More invaders means more to kill. Let's all kill them, together. There's no sign of Vexness, for now at least. You never know, she might show up later. She does. We'll just dig in our heels and give her a what for? No guts, no glory. No guts, no glory. That goes for you too, Mr. Wussy Baby. Enough with the weird nicknames. I ain't no wussy baby. Help me. No. Woo. Torment. Torment battle. Yay, 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 yay. But her boomerang has a weird shape to it. It looks like one of those weird symbols, like on friggin' Danganronpa Boy's hoodie and Takumi's hoodie. One of those weird Danganronpa symbols. That should be all for this wave. Another successful extermination. These invaders had those weird voices too. They really started to creep me out. There's no need to pay attention to their voices. We must kill the invaders. Eva's right. We can't let the enemy start rattling us now. Right, just ignore them. We have more important things to worry about. Speaking of which, we've got more enemies on the way. Are you ready, Mr. Pant Wetter? I never wet my pants! I rip them! Let's just do this! Not like this. I don't want to fight. Amazing. Alright, I think that's finally all of them. And no Vexness. That's a relief at least. She's probably still recovering from Darumi's poison attack. Our lack of numbers is really starting to hurt us, though. Things are only going to get harder from here. I know what it's like to feel the sting of loneliness, but it's way worse now. Let's head back and get some rest. I can't wait to fall asleep in my dear sister's arms. Shut up! We don't do that, everyone. If anyone wants to fall asleep in my arms, just let me know. I will do anything to be of help to you. Well, if you don't mind, do not even think about it, Gaku. Ha 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 ha. Disney Channel laugh track. And so, another defensive battle came to an end. We'd barely made it through this by the skin of our teeth. We might not be so lucky next time. All our hopes were riding on Darumi and the ruby tier now. Day 73. Up and Atom! 100-line Rangers? The next morning, we heard that the ration-o-matic had been fixed and hurried to the cafeteria. Sweet! We can finally get some decent food around here! Thank you so much, Tsubasa. You must be exhausted doing all this right after a battle. Nah, not really. Sirei did most of the work. I just have to finish it off. I can't wait! I'm gonna get some burgers and fries and chicken nuggets and... Your palate is about as sophisticated as that of a 3rd grader. Shut up! Let me like what I like! Everyone was in a much better mood now. There would never be a better time to say this. Hey guys, I wanted to apologize again for all the stuff with Darumi and Retsnam. I had my reasons, but I realized it was wrong of me to keep it secret from you. For that, I'm truly sorry. I bowed my head. It's like you said. You had your reasons. You were doing it to bring back Moko and the others. I'm not about to blame you for that. I probably would have done the same. Putting aside the issue of whether or not it will work, your intentions were noble. I can't fault you there. The problem is that you carried out such a high-risk plan without informing us. I can see why you kept it a secret, though. Look what happened when Sirei found out. Well, what's done is done. Let's just put it behind us and move on. Thanks. And sorry again. But are we sure Darumi's okay? She's not like secretly been taken over by the invaders like Sirei said, right? I doubt it. Vexness was just as surprised as us when she saw Darumi's arm, although she did totally buy the whole traitor bit. What even is a Retsnam? You and Darumi haven't been able to work that out yet, right? Oh, sorry. That probably sounded really creepy and unsettling. We haven't, but before I could go on. Woo! Sorry to butt in. Ah! Ghost! No, I think this is... You're the one from inside the defense room. The person we're all risking our lives for? So you're him, huh? I'm sorry to surprise you all like this, but I couldn't keep quiet any longer. Something's happened to C-Ray, hasn't it? Please, I'd like to know what's going on. Right, I guess we owe you that much. I knew I'd have to tell the ghost boy about this at some point. He had a right to know. And it looks like the time had come. I gave him a summary of what had gone down over the last couple days. I see. So C-Ray's gone. I had a feeling he was. Sorry. None of us had any idea Eito was going to do that. You did what you had to do. I'm going to miss him, though. The sadness in the ghost boy's face made it clear that C-Ray had been important to him. Just how important, or in what way, we may never know. Anyway, you're all here today to talk about Retsnom, right? Yes, we're all here today to talk about Retsnom. I was hoping I could join you. I've been continuing my research, and I uncovered some new information. Yeah? Do you know what a Retsnom is? Is it a monster? Or if it can really revive people? To be frank, I still don't know. Huh? It's strange. I feel like the more I read about it, the less sure of myself I am. Each document I examine seems to tell a different story. Some call Retsnom an angel sent from heaven. Others liken it to a demon from hell. A demon? For some people, its abilities were something to be praised and venerated, but they could just as easily be thought of as a curse. Some sources even disagree on whether it's a real creature or just a metaphor. So the legends about it bringing people back from the dead, some treat it like a miracle, others like an abomination. There's no way of telling which is true. I should have raised my microphone a while ago, if not yesterday. I've even read about the dead coming back as vicious monsters. Like zombies or something? For real? There is one thing I'm sure of, though. Lots of people fought and died over the right to possess Retsnom, which eventually led to it being sealed away. Okay. Good. Thank you. Everyone, now that you've heard that, I want you all to think about this. Consider what Retsnom and its presence here means to you. And if we decide we don't want it here no more, what's that mean for Darumi? I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but we'll figure something out. Don Nozomi's stare. Let's call it a day here. This is important. Give it the time and consideration it deserves. With that, our morning meeting broke up. I went back to my room and thought over the situation some more. Thinking about it didn't make it any clearer. I already knew what I had to do. Darumi was going through hell, and she was doing it for us. Whatever else happened, I wouldn't abandon her. Woo!
Soin 起床時間だよ。最終防衛学園74日目の朝になりました。今日も偉大な人類のため。
Happy day 70 whatever, kids. It's war. Darumi's door was unlocked, so I slipped in quietly. Looks like she's still sleeping. That's what you say, but I would point to the lack of any form of bedlamp. To the contrary, this room is so horrifying. I noticed she has a butcher's knife. I won't worry too much about that for now. That looks like another knife or something on the table. Maybe we shouldn't pry too much into this. There's a collection of some sort of something right next to where she sleeps, on top of the radiator or whatever. A bunch of black lumps. It's like a collection of something. The fact she just smashed the shower door is so funny. She hadn't touched the food I put there yesterday. She must have slept through the entire day. The shelves are falling off. What the fuck did she do? I guess all I can do is keep checking in on her now and then. Oh, I just realized the lighting in here is blue. It's blue, but it was green. When we came in here and got murdered, it was totally green. Horror movie style. Sorry, Darumi. I'll be back later. I headed back out and left Darumi to her rest. Just as I was leaving Darumi's room, I ran into Nozomi and Shoma. Morning, Takumi. Good morning, Takumi? Looking in on Darumi? If there's anything I can do to help with her, just let me know. You probably won't want me to do that, but I'll let you know if I think of anything. I'm sure she'll appreciate it too. That said, she's still not comfortable being herself around the others. If she's going to keep up and act, it'll probably be easier for everyone if I'm the only one who has contact with her. After what you told us yesterday, I spent the evening thinking it all through, and I'm still on board with your plan. I'll support you and Darumi any way I can. It's my old team you're working so hard to bring back after all. Well, we wouldn't need to do any of this if I hadn't gotten them killed. And there's still no guarantee we're gonna be able to pull it off. But if there's even a chance we can still save them, I think we owe it to them to try. I think so too. I think what you two are doing is inspiring. If we tried to stop you or get rid of Retsnam now, I know we'd regret it later. It might not be especially profound, but that's how I feel. That's more than enough. Thanks, Shoma. What about the others? Are they still thinking about it? Seems that way. Hopefully they'll come around, given enough time. Everyone's bound to have different stances, especially with something this important, but I don't think anyone will blame you for wanting to help. I know, even if they did, I'd still see where they were coming from. So, what should we do now? Darumi's got Retsnam covered. She's working through it in her own way. As for the others, I don't think pressuring them is going to do any good. Then all we can do for now is wait. Yeah, the others will talk to us when they're ready. We just have to give them time. Yeah, I'm actually re-recording this chunk. Well, I think the next day is the last thing I'll have to re-record. I didn't have my mic turned on the first time. I noticed, like, oh man, Nozomi is such a champ in this route. It's really cute. She starts in such a rough way. I mean, Takumi really fucks her over. But, I don't know, partially because they make up, partially because she does really want the same thing that Takudaru want, is, yeah, I don't know. She becomes a really, really cool ally after going through some things. There's a cool feeling to her allegiance to Takumi and Darumi here. And it's all thanks to Darumi. I waited, but no one else came by to see me. Day 75. I just realized sometimes they don't play the evening announcements. That's definitely smart. Seems like Darumi's still sleeping. I don't even know if she's in her room, brother. Ah, hello, Takumi. Oh. Hey, I thought you might be here, but you weren't expecting to see the rest of us, right? We were just discussing the whole Darmsnam issue. Oh, I see. Sorry to interrupt. I'll let you talk in peace. No, it's fine. We've already come to a conclusion. We're going to fucking kill her because I'm Ima and I love stabbing you with my words. We were just about to come find you and tell you what we decided. You would not stab me with your words. Oh, okay. Before that, there's still something we wanted to ask you. If things keep going the way they are now, what's gonna happen to Darumi? That's a good question. What we were hoping for was Darumi to become more like Retsnam until she was capable of creating a ruby tear. But what about after that? The old man never told us anything about that. From the look of it, you don't know either. In all the sources I've checked so far, there's no record of Retsnam fusing with another being before. This really shocked me the first time. Not the first time. I didn't even notice it the first time, but the re-recording, the first recording, a minute ago, I was like, huh? I have my doubts about this. I feel like he just hasn't read enough. There's no way we are the first Retsnam fusion. That is a crazy thing to bring up. But you knew this process would be dangerous. You knew that, but you did it anyway. Yeah, guess I did. I'm not condemning your reasons for doing all this. I hope you know that. Trying to find a way to bring the other team back is a good cause, and it could help us all in the long run. You're far too kind, sister dearest. As for me, I'm still mad that you hid the truth from us. Even more so because this isn't even the first time. I know, and I really am sorry. Don't be mean, brother dearest. Good cop, bad cop. Takumi's already apologized. What else do you want? Even if we all agree bringing those guys back would be a good thing, Not knowing it's gonna work is kind of scary. I figured we should put it all on hold till we knew more. But then this guy showed up and said he'd help out with the research. That's right. I'll spend even more time in here from now on and find out everything I can about Retsnum. Are you sure you're okay to do that? I'm the only one who can read this strange language after all. Thanks. Well, that's gonna be a huge help. There are too many unknowns when it comes to Retsnam right now. We wanted some way to reduce the risks if we were gonna get on board. And the ghost boy, more onions please, promising to do more research pretty much fulfilled that condition. Who knows, he may even find a more reliable revival method. I'm happy to help in any way I can. We're all in this together. The only reason I stayed hidden so much up until now was because C-Ray told me to. But now that he's gone, well, thank you. We really appreciate it. You've probably guessed our decision by now. We're on board with your and Darumi's plan, but only provisionally. That's good enough for me. Thanks, all of you. It's him you should be thanking. We wouldn't have agreed to this if it wasn't for him. I didn't really do anything special, but I'm glad I was able to help a little. More than a little. You guys are the best team a guy could ask for. I'll come by to help out with your research now and then, too. Let's get through this together. Together. I'd like that. Don't forget to show proper gratitude for my dear sister's magnanimous attitude. You really don't have to. No, I'm grateful to all of you. I'll say it as many times as you want. Aw. So they're provisional, which means that we're probably going to get a majority of people supporting Retsnam, but if things go south, this huge chunk of 3 people flipping to fuck this would definitely be enough to turn the tides. Meaning, odds are, no matter what the last 3 people say, we're going to end up on a, yeah, sure, I'm on board till things go south type of basis. Not everybody had come to a decision, but nobody came to talk to me. Day 76.
Up and Adam troops.
Up and Adam, Layla. There we go. Hiriko and Gaku called me into the classroom on the 3rd floor. They were both looking pretty intense. Take a seat, Takumi. Okay. It's, unusual to see you two teaming up. I know, right? That's just how weird things have gotten. As I'm sure you've realized, we want to talk to you about Darumi. You've probably guessed what we're going to say as well. We're opposed to using Retsnam. If it was something we could better control, I wouldn't have so much trouble with it. But that creature was sealed away for a reason, and if no one ever survived to leave a detailed account of it, man, that is a beautiful background. That's proof, if proof needed. That's proof if proof needed that Retsnam is not something to be trifled with. Plus, there's no way you can really bring back the dead. The Revive-O-Matic's a special case. Even if this actually works, you might bring those guys back as freaky zombies or something. It all just sounds way more trouble than it's worth. Heck, knowing Darumi, she's probably hoping that's what'll happen. You keep being the voice of the little stupid hater in this route. That's not true. She's not as bad as you think she is. Anyway, me and Hiroko both agree. Messing around with Retsnam is a bad idea. I'm sure you're desperately trying to think of a way to persuade us to reconsider, but there's no need for that. The problem here isn't how we feel about Retsnam, but what we're going to do about it. It's already fused with Darumi, so we can't exactly tell you to back off now. We're not about to insist on killing or exiling one of our own either. In other words, even if we are opposed to your plan, trying to protest at this point won't get us anywhere. I'm trying to picture the conversation these two had leading up to this. We don't like it, but there's really nothing we can do about it. Does that mean? You weren't acting purely out of your own self-interest. You were trying to protect the school. I'm not so petty that I'd deny you the credit you deserve for that. So basically, we don't support your plan, but we're not going to do anything to stop it either. Sorry again. And thanks. Just bear in mind, we're still against it. And if something does go wrong, all bets are off. Depending on how events unfold, our position could change at any time. Okay, I'll remember that. I promise I'll find a way to take responsibility for any kind of trouble this might cause. Sounds good, just don't go tripping too many death flags. We were the last holdouts. Were we the last holdouts? Or is there anyone else you need to talk to? Apart from Eva. Oh yeah, Eva. There's just one person left. I'd have to wait for him to come to me. We couldn't move forward till everybody had their say. But then, as if on cue, the man himself stepped through the door. Yo, Takumi, if you're done with these guys, mind if we talk next? Huh? Yeah, sure. Let's go somewhere else then. Follow me. It's Darumi, Takamaru! It's Darumi! You hate it when she dies. Outside. You said you wanted to talk? I'm guessing it's about Retsnam. Takamaru kept his back to me as he replied. God, this feels like coming out to your family. Yeah, it's about Retsnam. And about you and Darumi, too. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I still got no idea how to feel about all this. For, against, somewhere in between. I've come at it from all kinds of angles, and it's got me nowhere. There's only one way I know how to deal with a problem this bad. With that, Takamaru finally turned to face me. We'll settle this with our fists! What? You want to fight me? Why? Weighing benefits above risks and all that crap, it ain't my style, so I'm going with my gut. And how do you guys figure out what their guts are telling them? It's gotta be with a throwdown. Does it though? There's gotta be other ways. Shut it, man. This is time for action, not words. Come at me. Show me what kind of guy you are. Show me your resolve. Fine, if that's what it takes, here I come. It's about Retsnam. It's about you and Darumi. Let's just beat the shit out of each other. Abandoning all reason and going with our guts instead, Takamaru and I began an impromptu fist fight in the middle of the schoolyard. Takumi, you're gonna get your shit rocked. You pack a real punch, you know that? Why is he the only one bleeding? Is it time to stop yet? I don't think I can stay on my feet much longer. Yeah, sure. I got a pretty good idea of how strong your determination is now. Don't lose sight of that. And don't even think about going soft on me. Right. Guess our fight's over then. Thank God. I thought we were gonna have to keep going at it till one of us passed out. A man's gotta stick to his guns, you know? You gotta be the one to solve your own problems. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to help out, but ultimately it all comes down to you. So whatever happens with Darumi and Retsnam and all that stuff, it's gonna be your responsibility to deal with it. You better be prepared. I am. I have been, from the very start. Why didn't he fist fight Darumi? I think that's kind of part of the larger Takamaru misogyny route, which is like a whole conversation. There's a tiger on his sleeve. Alright, then what do you say we go grab a bite to eat? Now that the ration-o-matic's fixed, you can get anything we want. Nothing like a good meal after a fight to help you refuel. Fine, but nothing tough or chewy, okay? The inside of my mouth still hurts when you gave me that right hook. How did they fist fight for hours till it got dark? How did Takumi last that long? There weren't a lot of textures or flavors we could handle in our current state, and in the end we settled for cold soba noodles. Nothing better than a post-fight meal. Fucking battle rations. Whew. I finally heard everyone's opinions on our plan. Some support it, some oppose it, some are willing to let it go forward. Pretty much everyone criticized it in some way. It's really made me appreciate them all that much more. Yeah, this route is fun for the fact that you get to spend time with your original gang from just last offense. I don't know. It's not every day you get to go back to that tiny little group, but God, it is lonely when you go back to that tiny little group. I went to bed that night filled with an odd mixture of affection for my friends and lingering pain from the fist fight. I am still trying to picture Hirogaku like sitting in a room talking very seriously about this nuanced topic until they got to that decision. Like Hiroko putting forth thoughts in ways that Gaku will hopefully not only understand, but not like shrink away from and start like crying. To his defense, he was very serious and composed the whole conversation. Bing bong. Yo, 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 yo. Surprise! Darumi's back and better than ever. Darumi? You're better now? Just like that? You betcha. It's almost like I've gotten a huge power boost after recovering from near-death injuries. I guess I'm finally used to controlling my Redstone body. Check it out, my arm's back to normal too. Darumi held up her arm for inspection. Sure enough, it looked like a normal human arm again. I'm not even in any pain anymore. Everything's coming up, Darumi. No pain? Wow, that really is good news. You've been sleeping so long I was starting to worry. Aw, were you gonna try waking me with a kiss? Or maybe you wanted to go even further than that? I wouldn't have minded if it was you, Takumi. In fact, I think I might have liked it. Knock that off. This isn't the time to be kidding around. Kyo kyo kyo. I just can't fool you, can I, Takumi? But let's keep things light, okay? I'm no good at teary, heartfelt reunions. So, everyone knows about Redstone now, right? How did that work out? Right, I guess I should bring you up to speed on everything. I took Darumi through what had happened following her encounter with Vexness. And then, for the first time in a while, the two of us headed over to the cafeteria together. No pain, huh? Darumi? You're awake! Thank goodness! Do you remember me? You can just call me Maggot. You've got a bigger appetite than before, right? I better start making extra curry portions. You want something out of the ration-o-matic? I can get someone to help you with it. It'll be faster if I do it. Take a seat, Darumi. I'll handle everything. What's the matter, Darumi? Go on, sit down. It's your first time in the cafeteria for a while. We just want to help. Kyo kyo kyo. I'm a little surprised you're all being so cool with me. I kinda thought you were gonna reject me for being a monster, and this had turned into a killing game where you're all trying to hunt me down. We wouldn't do that. I mean, you're doing this all for us, right? Shut up! Of course not! I got a chance to fuse with some freaky unknown life form, and I took it, that's all. Sure, whatever you say. Here, take my seat. Yeah, let's eat together. Food always tastes better when you got company. You should try my chocolate chili mayonnaise jambalaya, Miss Amemiya. I made plenty for everyone. Oh, you're being so friendly. This mood is way too positive for me. Takumi, when you said you explained things to everyone, what exactly did you tell them? You know, just the truth, including how you're actually a good person. A good person? There go my chances of making this story a grim, dark tragedy. Don't give up on yourself. Once you're done eating, we have a busy day planned for you. You do? What are we doing? We need to know more about your body. Enough idle chatter. Miss Amemiya, I need to know more about your body. Like whether you can still use your infuser, or whether the Revive-O-Matic will work on you. There's a lot we need to test out. I will be helping. Okay, I guess we can do that. But you're all being so nice. Can't you try to alienate me even a little bit? Sorry, but that's not gonna happen. We've got nothing but gratitude for you. Even if you can't bring back the others, it's wonderful that you were willing to go so far just to try. Thank you, Darumi. You're a true friend. That makes me feel wriggly. Darumi getting the kneeling. Ah! Too wholesome! Darumi was acting like being accepted was the worst thing in the world for her, but I could tell it was all for show. That was just the way she was. She still wasn't comfortable being herself in front of everyone. At least the others knew what she was all about now. Things had worked out way better than I could have hoped for. Yo, Takumi, quit spacing out and help me get Darumi some food. You're the only one who knows how much she can eat and what she likes. Of course, I'll be right there. With everyone chatting and fussing over Darumi, this ended up being one of the liveliest mornings we'd had for a long time. Darumi still ate a lot more than a normal person would, but she seemed to enjoy it more than she had before. When she was done, Hiriko dragged her away to begin testing the limits of her new body. Hiroko Sunday. Gotta do some dusting. At ease, soldiers. I wonder how things went with Darumi after this morning. I'll go check on her one last time before bed. Wait, my neighbors are just Hiroko and Takamaru? I didn't realize that. Darumi Eito Gaku. Tsubasa Gaku, okay. She's got to be back in her room by now, right? After a few seconds, the door opened. Huh? Takumi, what's up?
Oh,
Nothing really. I just wanted to see how it went with Hiroko today, and if you're still doing alright. Kyo kyo kyo! I told you, I'm fine. You don't have to keep checking up on me. But since you're here, come on in. Might as well tell you what we figured out.
oh,
You said you figured something out? Yeah, for starters, I can't use my infuser anymore. No! Huh? I guess it's because my body's built differently now or whatever. My hemoanima just doesn't work like it used to. Turns out that little scuffle against Vexness was the last time I'd ever put on my class armor. No more super soldier Darumi. Doesn't that make you want to slit your wrists? Oh, but maybe without me, everyone will descend into a desperate free-for-all. Wouldn't that be an awesome twist? Huh? What's the matter? It's nothing. We also tried a bunch of stuff to see what I can make now that my body's like this. Even without my class weapon, I might still be able to do some cool stuff, like that time with Vexness. Unfortunately, there's one little thing I couldn't make no matter how hard I tried. And that's a delayed action poison that'll kill the subject in 24 hours. I could have dosed everyone with that and used the antidote to incentivize them into killing each other. Darumi, are you sure you're okay? Of course I am. I'm the same old Darumi you know and love to hate. The stuff she's saying is pretty typical for her, but that in and of itself is strange. If you're sure, fine. Go on. Basically, I won't be participating in any battles for a while. I can still shoot out my poison gas in a pinch, but I don't want to pass out afterwards like I did last time. I mean, that'd be bad for everyone, right? Every day I spend unconscious is a day I could be using to make the ruby tear. And the tear is what we're really after here. Doesn't matter what happens to me. Such a sad thought. Makes me want to curl up and die. To just disappear. But that's way more fun seeing everyone so disappointed that I'm still alive, so I won't die just yet. Okay. Thanks for sharing all that. Well, I'm gonna whip up some sleeping pills and put myself to bed. Kyo kyo kyo. Horrible dreams, Takumi. Darumi waved me away with an eerie smile on her face. I stepped out the door and back outside. That was weird. She certainly has been acting like the same old Darumi, or to be accurate, the old Darumi. The over-the-top attitude, cracking morbid jokes to try to get people to hate her. That was the kind of thing she used to do. But she'd stopped, at least around me, ever since I found out that wasn't the real her. So why had she suddenly regressed and started putting on the act again? Or was it not an act? She didn't seem to notice I thought there was anything odd about the way she was behaving. Darumi's no longer in pain, and she looks completely human now. But what's going on with her on the inside? Is that really Darumi? Day 78. Up and at 'em, troops. Time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 78th day of Retsnom good times. Retsnom fun. Eating Retsnom burgers and drinking the Retsnom milkshake. That morning, I got up and went straight to the cafeteria. Chocolate chip okonomiyaki, huh? It's good. The way the sauce and the chocolate bind the seafood together is really something. I knew you'd understand its appeal someday, Miss Amemiya. What can I say? I've started broadening my horizons. You're making them a little too broad if you ask me. I feel like I could enjoy all kinds of stuff now, like, blood, meat, bring me meat. Darumi, you did that joke already. It's nice to have someone to share our recipes with, but I'm still getting used to the sight of you eating real food. I know, right? I used to be all about that junk food and snacks and stuff, but now I'm more in the mood for blood, meat, bring me meat. Understood. I will grill some immediately. Kyo kyo kyo. Better hurry, or I might grill and eat you instead. What's the matter, Takumi? You look worried. Does Darumi seem a little strange to you today? Huh? Strange? I mean, she eats real meals now, and she eats a lot more. But that's because of Retsnam, right? Not like she can help it. Yeah. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Maybe I am just overthinking all this. So what if she seems a little off? It's nothing worth getting worked up about. It's not, right? I figured a change of pace would help me silence my doubts, and decided to spend the rest of the day preparing for the next battle. Well, I'm pretty worried about my friend Darumi. In fact, everything about this has been surprisingly disturbing, and I feel very lonely now. But thanks to today's sponsor, Free Time, I'm gonna give her gifts and pretend that nothing's wrong, because I'm really sad. I feel like I can't even present my own conjecture on what's going on because y'all have to see for yourself. I don't know. It's just, let me make a bomb collar. No, just let me give her what she already likes. I'm so sad. Why is she icing us out? Please, please have an arrow gay. Yes. How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me? We were friends until this morning! Free time. They would find each other in any universe. Darumaru gift room. I just want to see her smile again. Yay! Level 3 Darumi. This will make up for the gaping loneliness I feel. My parents are good-for-nothing loafers, so I have to earn my own for a living. Oh, she does! Doing what? I don't feel like talking about it. Huh? Huh? What? Oh, get your mind out of the gutter. It's not as bad as you think. Just a little bit. Somewhat. Sometimes I have to put on... What? Oh my god. Does she work at girl cafes? I thought she worked at, like, Konbinis. She definitely works. She definitely works at, like, girl cafes. Oh my god, I never... Oh my god, there were so many times I said that I didn't think sexual harassment was going to be a part of her story. I need Kyo for that. I need Kyo for that. I knew there was a little bit of like a charming Raburi Darumi thing going on, but I'm like, I don't think she's an e-girl. Like, I don't think that's a thing. She totally... I never knew she had boundaries like that with sexual, or there's not. I know. I swear to fuck, she works at like a girl cafe where people go to flirt with girls, like a bar or something. Where else would it be? What do you think? I look like a clown? I'm not offended. What? Do you think I look like a clown? I'm not offended. You think what you want and I dress how I like. Besides, everyone needs a clown in their life to make them feel better. Even someone like me has a place in the world. Is there some degree of intentional clown imagery in your makeup? I can't believe that. I mean, I can. They gotta make that light novel. They gotta make that light novel. There's supposed to be another light novel about the characters' lives in the TRC coming out. I have the Hiroko one right here. They mention that she does weird work at night, like convenience store stuff. She straight up works at like a girl cafe or something. Oh, that's so weird. That's really, really weird. Oh my god, she has to do makeup and be pretty for her Hey Ferb, I know what we're doing with the rest of our free time. I think I need to see the rest of those support conversations. Trying to convince myself that nothing was wrong, I slowly drifted off to sleep. Forget about Retsnom! Wow, that is shocking. I wonder if we get more details about that. Damn! Well, now I really want her to talk to Ima. Get your head out of the gutter. It's not like that. Well, not really. Kind of. A little. That's a girl cafe. She definitely works at a cafe where lonely men go to flirt with pretty girls in cosplay. Like, that's objectively... Sparkly makeup. That's objectively a part of Darumi's canon now. I don't know how they hit me with that curveball. I mean, I guess in a way that wasn't a curveball, because it has said there was some stuff, but... Okay. Wow. Do you think I look like a clown with this makeup? Okay. Wow. That recontextualizes a lot about this character. Darumi's integrating back into the group just fine, too. So I should have nothing to worry about. So, why... I need to use today to prepare myself. I need to go back to the rec room. I need to see the next Darumi conversation. Holy crap. She has a job where she has to be pretty for gross old men. Wow. You. More. Wow, I knew there was good stuff hiding in these, but I don't know. I guess it would make sense to put some things that you couldn't predict. Man. Not to get into too much of like an immersion breaking personal tangent again, but ooh. I've only had a few windows into that world, but I hella have been close to some people who are involved in that. It's quite a lot. She clearly has the boundaries up too. But that's the thing with Darumi, is like she's always joking about like flirting and sex and stuff. But like it always seemed from more of like a hikikomori, like living in her room kind of way. How do you know me so well? Wow. What a queen. Well, now I need to see her and Ima talk more. But there's also some stuff about Hiroko, but it's very different. There's some stuff that's similar. Takumi's paranoid, Darumi's making the ruby tear, the tension's getting impossibly thick. I've thrown the Let's Play off the rails. Yeah, Hiroko has a little bit of stuff with like clubs and that kind of thing, which again, Mr. Kodaka, why do all of your teenagers have like illicit like kind of stuff with adults? That's clearly a thing of yours. But Hiroko's is so different. Hiroko's like middle class, just like vaguely curious and things like that. When did they change the announcements? I feel like I barely slept at all. This can't be good for me. I better go get some breakfast. Maybe seeing everyone will cheer me up too. Yeah, maybe. I left my room and trudged my way to the cafeteria. Oh my god, all of her jokes are hitting so differently now. Ah, beautiful weather we're having, huh? Hey! This is the perfect time for someone to show up dead and spark off a killing game. You're still saying that stuff? I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. More importantly, have you been testing your Retsnom body? Do you know what kind of things it can make now? Well, kinda. I think Red Snom's capable of creating pretty much anything. Anything? Red Snom is... It's kind of like a weird colony of cells that can rearrange themselves in any way they want. It can consume anything, but also recreate it. It's like the devil on my shoulder, whispering forbidden knowledge in my ear. Interesting way of putting it. But you basically know more now, right? If your understanding of how your body works is correct, perhaps the ruby tear isn't a substance totally unknown to us after all. Huh? Why do you say that? The Revive-O-Matic brings us back by stimulating our hemoanima, or rather, our cryptoglobin. We're only beyond its help when we lose too much blood, or when we're dead so long that our power fades away. But if Red Snom can really make anything, you think that's what the ruby tear is? Is that how Red Snom revives people? By restoring lost or dead cryptoglobin? It's just a theory, but it's possible, at least. What do you think, Miss Amemia? Do you feel like you could make cryptoglobin? I have no idea. I said Red Snom can create anything, but it doesn't always work like I want. Maybe if I kill someone and absorb theirs, I'll get the hang of it. Who wants to try? Murder ain't no way to test a theory. That's so true. Anyway, I'll keep practicing and see what I can come up with. This guy has now stepped into the role of Light's dad from the Death Note musical. That's a good idea. Your power is no good to anyone if you can't control it properly. I'm worrying over nothing. I'm worrying over nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Back in my room, I kept telling myself that over and over. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. But somehow, that lingering doubt never seemed to go away. I decided to focus on getting ready for the next battle. Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna take my mind off of Darumi and do something else. Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna... Welcome to Darumi Sunday. God, I wish I started doing this sooner. How do you know me so well? Yes! I thought they might be spaced out much further in order to, like, drag the game out. I'm in despair. I was born in the wrong generation. I'm talking about adult games, by the way. Back in the day, they were so brutal. Even those who loved the hardcore stuff would be put off. But games like that have been discontinued and delisted, so you can't play them anymore. The public views people who love erogays as loose cannons who can't wait to try those same things out in real life. We're so misunderstood. All I want is to see pretty girls cry and put my character through a meat grinder. These quotes have made it onto Tumblr. I have seen them before. Believe it or not, some of these games even have fascinating stories and world settings. The larger the crime and the cost, the stronger the desire behind it. That's what the vice amplify rewarded thought process of sadism is all about too. Darumi, I didn't know about the vice amplify rewarded thought process of sadism. Please explain this thought process to me, Miss Obviously Stupid. Want to step over into that world with me, Takumi? Let's take out that brutal X-rated entertainment together. We'll explore a world dominated by as yet unknown pleasures. Yow, 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 yow. Wow, it's like the final evolution of the playing smut with Darumi bit. Ah, her boundaries are so fascinating now. It's so... I have to really wonder if there's gonna be some like inconsistent characterization stuff with some of these characters, because some stuff is, you know, written by different people and stuff like that. And I have seen the synopsis. I'm stuck on this. I have seen the synopsis of the Darumi light novel about her life, and it really lines up more with like the completely like sheltered hikikomori. I can't believe she's been selling off parts of her appearance. That's really surprising to me. How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me? I swear to fuck. We're not gonna make this the loneliest, saddest episode ever. I have to look up that aspect of sadism after this. We still have to settle things with Vexness, but it's finally starting to feel like the end is in sight. I just hope we can get that ruby tier and revive the others sooner rather than later. I want to make it to day 100 with everyone alive and well. Day 81. I remember very few plot beats. I haven't been to the library in a while. I should go see how he's doing. I remember very few plot beats between here and the ending. Ah, Takumi, good morning. You're here already. More research, huh? Is there anything I can help you with? I'll do anything. Just say the word. Alright. Can you open that book over there for me? Wait a minute, the Girl Cafe is another connection to Steins Gate with Darumi. All I'm doing is selling the Steins Gate arc of this channel now. Sure, no problem. At the Ghost Boy's direction, I began opening books that he thought may contain information on Retsnam. This one doesn't seem to have anything we can use. How about the last one? The one open on the desk there? No, there's nothing about revivals or Retsnam in that one either. With this many books, it could take us a while to find what we need. Try not to get discouraged. Let's just do what we can. Of course, I'll keep working on it in my free time, too. Free time! Would that that's what I was gonna spend my free time on. For now, though, I guess I should put away those books and open up some new ones for you. Are you sure you can spare the time? Aren't there other things you need to do? Yeah. Give Darumi more gifts and learn more about her? Now that everyone knows about Darumi, I've got a lot of time on my hands. Even so, you should be careful not to overdo things. I could say the same to you. Creating this avatar on top of building up the Undying Flames, you sure you're not multitasking too much? You've given me a chance to help you in a new way. I don't want to waste it. Sometimes I forget. This guy just wants to be our friend. Maybe now that things with Retsnam are settling down, I should spend more time with him when I get the chance. What gifts do you like? I spent the rest of the morning in the library, working through old books and documents. Give me free time, give me free time, give me free... Free time tomorrow, free time tomorrow, free time tomorrow. I'm glad that, we'll see about rank 6, but it was pretty easy to get to rank 5. I came back in time to save Karuat, my other friends too. In a sense, I failed that goal as soon as I let the team from Second Campus die. I haven't learned anything new about Retsnam, and there's been no change with Darumi in a while. I'm starting to doubt she'll figure out how to make the ruby tier in time. I'm not giving up though. Even if we have to wait until we're back on the satellite, I will find a way to bring the others back. Darumi and I will do it together. God, this is so lonely. I can't keep myself composed. I will say, I don't have, from this point forward, I do not have a hard, clear-cut thought on what's going on. From this point forward, Retsnam becomes, in my opinion, a little bit mysterious and vague, probably intentionally and forever. There aren't any commanders left besides Vexness, and she got put out of action. I wonder if she's recovered. No, that's too much to hope for. I'd better just make the most of these days. We're making more depressing eroge, which are actually very intellectually stimulating. Ima! Ima, can we go hang out with Darumi? That is weird. Constantly breaks the player's heart with its sad plot. I'm playing a depressing normal gay. See, this is why I feel like this game is fundamentally different from Stardew Valley or Persona in terms of getting to know your characters, because this is obviously just trivia. Like anything inside these little routes here, it's easy to do them all. You can do them in one route, and it's mostly just like fun facts that you wouldn't get otherwise. This is not the primary way of bonding with your friends. The primary way is that deeper long-term thing like Animal Crossing. Yes! We finished Darumi bonding in the Let's Play. So the fourth one is about the Girl Cafe work. The fifth one was about Oh god. The fifth one is about the actual like intellectualism behind her stupidity, which not a big surprise. You're all such good people, working hard to protect the ones you love. I don't even know what I'm living for in the first place. I stay with a dad who doesn't work and annoys the heck out of me, but not a mom. He used to be nice. Oh, it's about dad. Oh, until mom left. He used to be nice until mom left. That's when he stopped working. Mom ran away with a younger man she met at her workplace. Gross. I hope they all die in a fire. Oh, so she's done with mom. Divorce is obviously one of the least big problems here, but it is something to be adding divorce to this. Nah, I don't actually want them to die. I wouldn't mind dying myself, though. Does that mean I love them? Huh? I'm too stupid to figure that out. Oh, God. I wouldn't mind dying myself. I don't actually want them to die. Does that mean I love them? I'm too stupid to figure that out. Wow, I've never told anyone about this except you, Takumi. Why is it so easy to spill my guts to you? Anyway, thanks. I feel like I can keep on going, thanks to you. Layla, who obviously feels crushingly lonely during this part of the story, not at all trying to cope with that Darumi intimate friendship, Darumi intimacy drugs. I miss their friendship so much. Day 82 is over and done, and I finished my personal training for the war. It feels like the days have been going by faster lately. Maybe it's because we're so close to the end now. Even now, though, I still feel uneasy. Almost like things aren't going to end as smoothly as we think. I should probably just stop fretting over worst case scenarios and just go to bed. God, how are there still 17 days? Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! My Retsnom Rangers, suit up and greet the glorious field of life before you. That morning, I didn't hang around. I went straight to the cafeteria. Yeah! Oh, you did it! Something's coming out of your hand! It's so red. It doesn't look like blood, so maybe... Let me see. Ooh, it's tomato juice! Did it even leave her hand? Damn, you didn't hesitate to taste it. You tried to make cryptoglobin and got tomato juice instead. How does this process even work? I don't know either. Maybe if you drink this juice, your cryptoglobin will get stronger. Wow, I never knew tomato juice was so powerful. Then again, there's a lot an ignorant little poriferin like me doesn't know. This is pretty tasty. You want some, Takumi? She's feeding people. She's feeding people. She's feeding the Tsukumo's ketchup juice. I think I'll pass. Aw, but you used to lap up my bodily fluids all the time. Lap up body fluids? Not like that, Gaku. Anyway, how is everything going, Darumi? If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Nah, I'm good. I really gotta do this myself. It's all about getting a handle on how my body works at this point. Don't worry about me. Just try to forget I even exist. Okay, but don't overdo it, okay? It's frustrating not being able to help, but I guess Darumi's right. It's up to her now. I left Darumi and I went to the library. I figured the ghost boy and I could get some work done. Actually, it's more because I was trying to escape the jittery feeling I got whenever I saw Darumi these days. Of course, I was too ashamed to admit that to anybody. This is crushing. This is crushing and claustrophobic. Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 84th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. For humanity's great tomorrow, for our shining future, for this school, stand tall. Yep. Yes, sir. Day 84. The end's not too far away. Even if we can't revive the others, we can still take their bodies and do it on the satellite, yeah? I hope we can wrap everything up before we leave, though. The longer this goes on, the more uneasy I feel. Free time! So I spent a lot on Darumi gifts right there. You know what? My friend Hunter didn't even look at me like I was a freak. When I said that this game is like Animal Crossing, he turned and looked at my friend Zach like I was a freak. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be wrong. It's an outlandish claim. It's a very outlandish claim. But like, I genuinely think I have been so validated in my take so far. That was like my first pulse. That was like my first pulse on the game. Wow, wait a minute. Oh, I already got homicide to max. Stay with me, Max. Yeah, stay with me hits differently now. I feel so vindicated because, you know, now that this is my first time ever seeing somebody's support rank all the way through, and obviously it's my first time. Oh, Darumi's maxed out. Wow, I deserve a little badge for that. It's also my first time seeing somebody's like Takamaru's also maxed out. Okay. I did not realize I was maxing them out, but yeah, they've always been some of my favoritist units. Tsubasa is almost maxed out. Wait, that's crazy. No, we can't afford you, girl. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I've seen somebody's route. I would be shocked if there's a route more like in-depth and personal than the Darumi Retsnam route. And even then, like, I don't feel like I've fully seen everything about this character. Like, it's more about playing the whole game and going through, like, the crazy, incidental, everyday life stuff with the character that makes you feel closer to them. And eventually, like, you know, have more of those interactions that helps you get to know them. It's a mix of things, but it's not as simple as maxing out a meter. Okay, I really don't know about this one. I really don't know about this one. Professional books. I haven't done this yet. There we go. I think this is accurate. I always thought this was for Kurdata, and then I don't think it actually does much for her. Is this for me? Whoa! You have no idea how happy you just made me. Yay! I need a palate cleanser. Did you learn any skills when you were younger, Takumi? I had to learn the piano and lots of other stuff. Here we go. But I didn't enjoy any of it. My parents made me learn, so I did. That's all. Really, though, I've always been enamored with machines. I've never liked studying or sports, but tinkering with machines, even an earthquake couldn't make me stop. I guess it just suits me. I'm thinking of working at Grandpa's workshop after I graduate from high school. I haven't told my parents yet because I know they'd be against it. I didn't tell any friends either because I think they'd think it's weird. So I guess you're my first. Don't let anyone know I told you, okay? No. Yeah, Tsubasa seems to have a lot going on with her parents and expectations. I think Hiriko's a little bit similar, but not quite as much. Does anybody still need a report card? I suppose Eva would be. Eito does not qualify for this inquiry. Oh, Kaku. Oh, I've had opportunities to hang out with him, and I haven't used them. Kaku is not active. I mean, I can probably get my Hiroko stats up, honestly. I think. I'm meditating. I was wrong. I gained nothing. Does that mean my math grade is maxed out? Wow. So the extra Darumi lore. Sorry, tension. Another day's over, with no battles, crazy incidents, or significant progress. I can't get hung up on doubts. We have to face everything. Together. Ooh. Good luck with that shit. The mom ran off. The mom ran off, and then that's when her dad stopped working. That is so specific. Darumi seems to be fine on her own, so I guess I'll go to the library. I got myself ready and headed out, ready for another day in the library. As I stepped out of my room, I met Nozomi. Oh, hey, good morning, Takumi. Morning, what's with all the books? This is my way of helping Darumi. I thought maybe the things she can make are like limited to things she already knows about. So it's probably better to expand her knowledge. I guess. I don't think I've ever seen her sit down to study though. She can do it when she puts her mind to it, and I'll be there to keep her motivated. I guess you'll want to concentrate on biology and how blood works and stuff like that. Ah, Nozomi! Nozomi could teach her about cryptoglobin. Right, so she can figure out cryptoglobin. Maybe I should go back and get more stuffy, congested. Are you going to the library? Want me to come with you? Of course. I doubt that they... Back home, I only ever studied when Karuo was there to encourage me. Would you like to go look together? Yeah, sure. I'd like that. We headed to the library. I helped Nozomi. No. I was gonna say, I don't think that amounts to much, but the idea of Nozomi, like, teaching her about cryptoglobin goes pretty fucking hard. Because then not only do they have that whole arc of, like, forgiveness and friendship and everything, but she also has, like, such a concrete role to play in the resolution, because she would then teach Darumi about cryptoglobin, and that would be pretty cool. I wonder if Darumi's made progress. I decided to visit Darumi in her room and stepped out my door. Hey, Takumi. Morning. I didn't need to go so far as Darumi's room. She was right there when I got outside. Even with this Retsnon body, I'm still not a morning person. The thought of facing another day is way too depressing. But hey, what if I pulled off some freaky transformation and attacked everyone? Just imagine all that carnage and betrayal. You should record it for posterity, Takumi. We can sell it later and make a ton of dough. Except there'd be no one left alive to sell it to. That'd kinda suck, huh? Darumi, it's just you and me here, you know. Oh yeah, I guess. What can I say? I felt like sleeping in today. So why are you talking like that? I thought we agreed you didn't have to put on an act around me. An act? Come on. Don't you remember? Kyo. I have no idea what you're talking about, Takumi. Anywho, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. See you in the cafeteria. Yeah, I'll see you there. Even the replay hurts. The replay hurts in new ways. I did go to the cafeteria eventually. I ate a quick breakfast alone in the corner and went straight back to my room after. Alone in the corner. Takumi! There's a lot going on here. I need to get my thoughts in order. I can't let our training team building fall to the wayside. Free time. What do I need to max out Tsubasa? Actually, I can hang out with Gaku. That in itself is a reward. That in itself has rewards. Hey Takumi, want to hear my latest review of the food? The food that comes out of the ration-o-matic is real fancy and tasty, that's for sure. Something about that makes it nasty. Didn't I record this? Maybe it was on the stream. I miss the cheap food from the group home. Want to eat the boiled leaves of some unidentifiable vegetable. Some sauteed bean sprouts really hit the spot. So it's some miso soup that's basically water. This poor man's mentality is terminal. Great. Okay. perhaps we can procure that object for him. Gawk. Wait a minute, this isn't where I meant to go. She needs, a little bit more metal, fittingly. Hey, Kako. What you doing, Kako? What you doing there? Sweet items. Oh, I haven't even got to rank 1 with him in this file? Okay. Oh! I feel like I just looked at, like, Pandora's box straight in the eyes. I haven't looked at a single support conversation for Ima Tsukumo. Whoa! If you're sure I can have it, I'll take it! This is awesome! Yay! I already got some of these spoiled by YouTube comments. When are we gonna get to leave this place? It's messing up my part-time job schedule. My schedule's filled to the brim with work every day. I like working though, so it's fine. You like working? Oh, I guess he's a hard worker. Super tiring, but I'd rather be at work than back home in my cramped, noisy house. Oh. All that work's how I learned to cook too, and I learned how to DJ on the job. Manual labor pays the most, but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I have a feeling I'll be running my own store sometime in the future. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because he has so much experience. He's like a king of retail. I'm counting on you to be a regular when I do. Buy lots of stuff from me. Okay. I love that. I like Gaku Mart a lot. I never would have thought of that. Gaku Mart. That makes me happy. Where he can make food and DJ. I guess a restaurant would make sense. You could, like, you know, be in charge of the music and the atmosphere. The nighttime announcement played and I got into bed. There were still plenty of questions and concerns bubbling up inside my head, but unfortunately, we have 14 more days to kill because it's 100 line. Without even meaning to, I switched off and fell asleep. Day 87. Up and at 'em, troops. Time to rise and shine. Is the girl who's calling herself Darumi really Darumi? I mean, it should be obvious. Who else could she be? But the Darumi I knew was a sensitive, She only acted the part of a crazy no boundaries airhead to keep others at a distance. No boundaries. That's a good word for her. She hardly ever let it show, but she cared about us all very deeply. So why is she so different now? Who is this new Darumi? I believed her. I believed in her up until now, but I'm starting to wonder. Ruh-roh. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Shock. There are invaders. The alarm! Is it Vexness? Let's go to the war room. Alright, everyone's here. Good luck out there, everyone! I'll be right here watching you. You all get to go wild and kill to your heart's content. I'm totally jealous. If you want to do it so bad, why don't you switch with me? Sorry, I can't use Himalanima anymore. Kyo kyo kyo. I guess if that's a death flag, I don't know if that's a death flag or a survival flag. I guess we'll have fun finding out. So do we gotta fight Vexness, or is it another commander? Who knows? If she does show up, it could mean big trouble. Don't worry about it. You guys got this. And if it does look like you're gonna die, I'll record the whole thing. You can never have enough snuff. Kill, 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 kill. Please don't joke about that stuff right now. Whatever happens, we just have to give it our all. I'm sure we can find a way to win. Yeah, we'll make it through somehow. If we fail here, it'll all be over, and the others will be gone forever. I won't let everything we've done be for nothing. Let's do this, everyone. Defensive battle. Initiate! Kill, kill, kill. You can never have enough snuff. Alright, alright. I don't even know if it's legal to possess snuff. Get pumped! Woo! Redstone Rangers! Woo! Yeah. I will say, it has occurred to me that I forget this battle. It might be another one where the normal enemies just scream at us. But day 87 is exactly when Vexnus came to offer the peace treaty thing in Scenario 0. No sign of Vexnus so far. What? She's too chicken to fight us now? Or maybe Darumi's poison hurt her even more than we thought. Or she finds me so disgusting that she can't even... The battle is beginning. Feel free to use me as a shield if you are in danger. Woohoo! Oh, we're all lined up out front. I am acutely aware. Alright, that's all of them. Let's head back and celebrate with some sweet and sour, salty, bitter umami cuisine. Can't we just have something sweet and call it a day? Everyone, look. Huh. God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my blood, release! Who are you? Meet Gold Guy. I do not understand this guy. I'm Dalcia, the paragon of warfare. I am an old-fashioned man. I need to fight someone to understand what they're about. Take up your arms. Show me who you really are. I'd like to know who you really are, because I didn't see you in any other thing before this, and you're a recolor of some other guy. What, troop do you command? What number are you? What is your lore, sir? This commander looks familiar. Yeah, he looks a lot like the first one we fought, doesn't he? Wait. I thought there weren't any commanders left. You've been lying to us again, Takumi? No, I've never seen this guy before. Now he's here. We have no choice but to fight him. Get ready, everyone. Yes, all invaders must die. So this is it then. Goodbye. I see. I think I've got the gist of what you're all about. You fear death, you fight to survive, and nothing more. Hey man, what's your problem? We ain't done with you yet. This is no battle, and I have no desire to indulge those throwing tantrums like children. So you're just leaving? For now, I cannot ignore your presence here forever. We will settle this another time. Until then, strengthen your resolve. Be prepared to kill, not just for your own survival, but for a cause you believe in. If you cannot do that, you stand no chance against a real warrior. Who the fuck is he? The final commander. Yeah, he doesn't show up in Scenario 0. And if we're being honest, when he says he's an old-fashioned man, and we meet the old man, He refers to people who can use cryptoglobin as the ones chosen by God, implying he's connected to the invader race. Is that the old man? I went into this thinking, is that the old man? But I don't think the voice sounds the same. I don't think I buy that, but technically it's on the table. Kyo, kyo, kyo. Who would have thought there was still a commander out there, and a crazy strong one like that too? We're really screwed now, huh? Might as well kill each other. Knock it off, Darumi. This is no time for jokes. It's no use complaining now. You know what a weirdo she is. That commander said he'd be back. We need to start making plans for next time. Our next battle is anything like this one, I don't think we can win. Yeah, it was like our attacks didn't affect him at all. Can't we at least take the rest of today off? I want to allow my dear sister to fall asleep with her head resting in my lap. Knock it off. I don't want that. I guess you're right. Let's rest up and talk more about this later. Our 12th offensive battle had come to an end. The school was still standing, and we were still alive, but the mood was far from triumphant. So yeah, that's another scripted loss. Up and at him, troops! 2 arms, my Retsnom Rangers! Welcome back to Darumi Sunday, here on the Melovanium Always. I can't keep putting this off. I need to talk things out with Darumi. Not just for my sake, but for hers too. Guess my first stop today is her room. Feeling determined, or maybe desperate, I stepped out of the door and headed to Darumi's room. Better ring the bell first. The door didn't open, but I heard Darumi's voice coming from the other side. Who dares disturb my slumber? Darumi, you awake? You got time to talk? Oh, it's you talking to me. Morning. Is there a reason you're not opening the door? Are you okay in there? I'm basically fine. But if you saw me right now, you probably wouldn't like it. What is that supposed to mean? Did something happen to you? The door's not locked. You can look if you want. I don't mind. Oh? Okay, well, here I go. I opened Darumi's door and was immediately confronted with a sight that almost made my heart stop. What the? In the middle of Darumi's room was something I could only describe as a giant lump of flesh. It filled the room completely, and it had odd texture that almost seemed familiar. Could it be Retsnom? Darumi, is that you? Kyo kyo kyo. That's right, it's your girl Darumi. What's going on? What is this? Are you okay? Yeah, no, I'm fine. This isn't like a bad sign or anything. I just changed my body a little bit so I could take better advantage of my Retsnom abilities. I couldn't see Darumi's face. Her voice seemed to just emanate from the grotesque mass on the floor. She sounded the same as ever, which somehow only made it more unsettling. Now that I'm in this form, I think I might actually be able to come up with that ruby tear thing. Really? You can make the tear? So what about you? Are you sure you're alright? I'm totally fine! In fact, actually, now that my specs have been upgraded, I feel a lot better. Plus, I can roll over onto people and absorb them like some kind of movie monster blob. Don't joke about that stuff. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, I figure I'll have that ruby tear ready soon enough, so just sit tight till then, okay? I can't really move from here, and pretty sure I won't be able to talk anymore, either. What? But I'll be better again after a little while, so it's nothing to worry about. Anyway, good night. Darumi fell silent, as if she had slipped into a deep sleep. Nothing to worry about, huh? Of course I'm going to worry. I haven't stopped worrying since she took my place and fused with Retsnom. Darumi. The door was closed now, but I could still imagine that blob-like mass behind it. Darumi no longer looked remotely human, and her personality had started to drift from the Darumi I knew. The question I'd asked myself before seemed like more pertinent than ever. Was that really Darumi? And whoever she really was, could I keep trusting her? For now, I'd better go tell the others about this. So I'm not gonna relieve the tension. I'm not gonna spoil things, but just to kind of keep, summarizing what you're seeing. So she can fully transform into Retsnom Blob. Before, she was slowly getting more and more consumed on her arm. And then all of a sudden, poof, no more pain, no more arm, just Darumi. And then bam, Retsnom form. So now she can shapeshift. And it also seems as though she's completely hiding or has forgotten two distinct theories. The sincere part of her that was connected to Takumi. And I will say right now, I think the game really pushes one idea that you're probably having, which is that this is barely Darumi anymore, and it's just impersonating her. However, I personally, until this replay knocks it out of me, I hold very strongly to a more gray take on this for a couple specific reasons. I don't necessarily think that this is like a skinwalker. I don't think that she died and has now been completely replaced by a clone at some point. I don't think that, personally. I don't think it's quite so black and white, but that is what we're seeing. And that is what Takumi is thinking about. Get ready for your 89th day. Yeah, see, right? I love it here. I love it here at 100 Lion Retsnom Academy. Woohoo! After everyone had a chance to see Darumi for themselves. Oh dear. See, that's something I wouldn't have done, Takumi. We decided to meet up in the cafeteria to discuss things further. That certainly was a dramatic transformation. Wow, how often do you see Hiroko look that uncomfortable? She really is turning into some kind of monster. This is so crazy. I tried talking to her, but she didn't respond. Not a single word. You think she's sleeping? She said she'd be fine in a little while, but who knows how long that is. It's unfortunate it had to happen now. I wanted to discuss our strategy for the next battle with her. You mean against that Dalaxia guy? Yeah. I thought perhaps Darumi could make some kind of poison that would pierce his defenses. He's like a super upgraded version of me. What? Oh, because he's all defense. It really brings home how useless I am. Well, it can't be helped. We'll have to get by without her help. Actually, I already got Darumi to make us some more of the poison she used on Vexness. I am pissed that we missed out on the Cryptoglobin study session with these two. I genuinely really would have loved one day of Nozomi and Darumi talking and studying about stuff in the library. I've got some sealed up in a protective capsule. You do? That's amazing. I got the idea right after the last battle. I thought it'd be good to have some... we may not have gotten the cute study session that I'm imagining now, but I'm realizing that we didn't just get closer to Darumi on this route. We also had a nice arc with Nozomi, and now I'm kind of feeling less lonely when I talk to Nozomi than Darumi. Nice of her to whip it up for us before she turned into whatever the fuck that is. Darumi. I was thinking of using it to make some kind of poison gas trap. A trap? They're really more Kurata's thing, but I'll give it a shot in her place. I see. Alright, let's go with that. The rest of us will train as much as we can in the meantime. What did they do? I'm not trying cinema sins over here, but they must have spent a lot of time studying how to assemble things when the two of them were hanging out in those first 7 days. Somehow I don't think it'll do us any good. We've come so far, we can't give up now. That's right. We have to try. We have to do everything we can while we still can. The meeting ended, and we all went to work. Free time. Free time Sunday. I miss Darumi. It's like a depressing ero gay, but it's not erotic. It's just a depressing gay. She's become the depressing gay. Maybe giving Tsubasa a model car will make me feel better. Tsubasa, can we make the motorcycle Lego together? I think we should make the motorcycle Lego together. Is this for me? Whoa! You have no idea how happy you just made me! Thanks, Tsubaba. Free time! I have a theory, I've probably said this before. I have a theory that maybe free time can only be used for going on an expedition if you have 2 free times to spend. Because I feel like a lot of times when I get rejected from expeditions, it's the second free time of the day. Yeah, I think it might take your entire day. Ha ha ha, I'm so smart. I would hang out with Eva. Who's Eva? Where is Eva? Library? What are my stats like? Science needs a little bit more. Investigation. Okay. Good night, my captain. The evening announcement played, reminding me that it was getting late. I didn't want to stress my body out too much, so I got into bed and went to sleep. Day 90. Up and at 'em, troops. Time to rise and shine. Noreen yesterday on stream. I don't know, if my boss got into a Zoom call with me and had a chibi drawing of me hanging in the background, I think I'd quit on the spot. Wowee! It's your 90th day of active service here at Last Defense. The time humanity has longed for is almost upon us. We're really in the home stretch now. In 10 days, you'll have your happy ending, and all of you will become heroes. So please wait just a little bit more. Early that morning, I forgot about this. Good morning, Takumi. Takamaru called us to the schoolyard. You're late, Takumi. Sorry, what are we doing here, though? Yeah, why'd you get me out of bed? It's so early, and it's all guys here. Ain't it obvious? We're gonna train for the next battle. Training? Right now? Even when we fight with Himoanima, it all comes down to stamina in the end. And we never know when that old dude's gonna come back. Ooh. He called him the old dude. I was starting to be like, maybe he's just old-fashioned by personality, but not necessarily old. Old dude. Oh my god. Right. I'm in! No thanks. And again, why is it only guys here? What are you, stupid or something? We gotta be stronger so we can protect the girls. That's why you only invited the boys? Speaking of which, where's Ema? I tried to drag him along too, but he switched himself out with a teddy bear while I wasn't looking. He'd have made a great magician. He would have made a great magician. It's not too late. If Ema's not doing it, your whole boys protect the girls premise falls apart. Let's call the whole thing off. This ain't no time to chicken out, Gaku. I don't know. If it'll help us... I don't know. If it'll help us get through the next battle a little easier, it's worth a try. You're on his side? You gotta be kidding me, man. No more whining. Let's get started. Right. I'm ready to train till I puke. No guts, no glory. Why me? And so, I ended up spending a day of intense physical training with my male teammates. How could I forget this plot beat? It wasn't easy, but it did help me to clear up my mind. The whole thing left me feeling weirdly refreshed and fulfilled. Tell me you don't have anything to put in day 90 without telling me you don't have anything to put in day 90. Good morning, troops. Rise and shine. It's your 91st day of active service. 9 days remain till the time humanity has longed for is upon us. I'm sure you're aware, but the fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders. Okay, so work well and work together. For the sake of all mankind. I hadn't spoken to Darumi since her most recent transformation, so I decided to go check on her. Don't know if she can answer, but I'll ring the bell anyway. Hey, Darumi? No response. Maybe she's asleep. No point in forcing her to get up. In fact, I'm not even sure how I'd wake her the way she is now. Guess I'll do some more research in the library. Haven't helped him out for a couple days. I don't think my body could handle Takumaru's training regimen every single day either. You'd probably be in a less desperate position if the others from second to last were here with us. I know second guessing my decisions won't do any good, but sometimes I can't help wondering what might have been. I shook my head in an effort to clear my thoughts and headed to the library. Hello, Takumi. Did you come to help out again? Yeah, I'd feel bad leaving you to do it all alone. Have you made any progress? Not great, but I don't want to complain when there's still some more I can do. Don't push yourself too hard. Your safety is still our main concern here. I know. I just want to feel like I'm a real part of this team, right up till the end. Thank you. I really am grateful for everything you've done for us. You don't have to go all formal on me. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time left. We should try to get through the rest of these books. He doesn't have much of an arc, but he does have a lot of presence in this route, so it's been nice to just get to see him for a bit in Retsnam as my first, major route. Sure thing, just tell me what to do. We spent the rest of the day doing research, but no information on Revival, Retsnam, or the Ruby Tier. 3 Rs. Day 92. Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. It's your 92nd day. That's one of the best days. The goal is right in front of you. All of humanity is cheering for you. They separated the Tsukumos so far in these decorations. A bright and happy future awaits you. Even Chibi Eito. The new history for humanity will soon begin. All of you will pull off a monumental and historical achievement for all mankind. Day 92. Just 8 days left till our final day here. It's looking more and more like we won't get the Ruby Tier in time. But even if that happens, I won't give up on reviving everyone. And to do that, the rest of us need to survive. Now more than ever, we can't afford to lose. I jumped out of bed. I needed to work off some of this nervous energy, and I knew just the place to do it. Yeah! Alright guys, let's really put some spirit into it today. No guts, no glory! I'm up for that, but why is Eva here? I was ordered to detain Mr. Tsukumo. I can't believe I let you catch me. You're persistent, I'll give you that. You need to start taking this seriously, man. Dalexia said we ought to strengthen our resolve before we fight him again, remember? You could tell we weren't putting our hearts into it. We need more spirit, more determination, more guts. Right, I'll train hard to be the gutsiest piece of human garbage I can be. There's no fighting this, is there? Fine, I'll do it. I suppose I'll participate too. If this helps me protect my dear sister, I'll gladly suffer through it. That's more like it. If we're gonna train, you gotta do it with everything you got. Okay, let's do this. I spent another day in the schoolyard with the other guys, training both our bodies and our spirits. So I love the bit of Eva detaining Ema because it's just funny to picture Ema getting wrangled and dragged here, but it's also kind of sad because it plays on the fact that Eva is able to overpower and kidnap Ema in scenario 0 and take him away from the school. I like that. It's kind of like some dark humor. Like, ha ha ha, ha ha, Eva was able to grab Ema and drag him here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's happened before. Probably as soon as the sun rose. Huh? I leapt out of bed, awakened by the sudden blaring of the alarm. This is... Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Stalaxia! It's finally here! This is our final showdown! I immediately flew out of my room and ran as fast as I could to the war room. Good, everyone's here. It's time to settle this. I'm very happy to get another chance to kill invaders. Is it Dalaxia? He's back? Yeah, we saw him up in the morning. Dalsha. Maybe he's Dalsha. Let's say we show him just how strong our resolve is now. Forget resolve. How'd your trap turn out, Nozomi? That is so him. I managed to figure it out, but I was only able to make one, so we'll need to get one chance. We'll only get one chance at this. Here's the device. You put it on the ground, like a regular landmine. When an enemy comes within range, it'll trip the sensors and revive automatically. I'm going to find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to lure Dalsha over to it. And when it goes off, he'll inhale the poison. If that weakens him, we might finally be able to land some attacks. But considering how strong he is, it's going to be tough beating him even if this works. If this gets really bad, I'll sacrifice myself. Is Darumi still the same as before? Has she started talking again? No, still no change. That is a really long time. We still have to fight. It's the only way for us, not to mention all of humanity, to survive. Sorry, but that's not going to cut it anymore. Huh? That voice. The commander told you to strengthen your resolve, didn't he? What's needed here isn't the will to survive, but the determination to kill your opponent. You need to be ruthless enough to strike down anyone who stands in your way. Eito! How can you be here? I thought you couldn't be brought back anymore. That's right. Someone you thought couldn't be revived is suddenly alive again. And there's only one explanation for that. You mean... the ruby tear? The ruby tear that Retsnal makes? Darumi actually figured it out. I am here again thanks to Darumi. That much is true. But I don't have time to explain. I'll go into the details after we win the battle. For now, I suggest we get on the battlefield and fight. Yeah, I guess you're right. But you'll better tell us everything when this is over. Yeah, so Eito's here. Eito's here. Eito didn't want to be left out of anything this weekend. That can only mean one thing. The ruby tear? Well, it has to do with Darumi. That much is true. Fly! My 100-line warriors.
偉大なる星の神よ。我に力を与えたまえ。
Maybe that's the same
無
voice.
限体。
Oh, I don't know. I just don't think he's that big. It is I, the Paragon of Warhair, Dalsha. Dalsha. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce his name till I hear it in katakana. Alright, my Delta warriors. Now, let us begin. Show me your resolve. Nozomi, you'll have to take the lead here. Right, I won't let you down. We'll cover you while you get the job done. Let's do this, guys. Paragon of Warfare. Dalshia. 90? Alright, Nozomi. Get the poison going. So, although we are lacking numbers, we do have Ato, and we do have poison. It worked! We did it! There's still gas lingering around him, so we should probably focus on the other enemies first. Understood. The main event will have to wait. Yeah, I might as well say it now, before we get to the ending and there's so many other things to talk about. Definitely not as exciting as Scenario 0. Obviously, every route is very different. Some of these sections are definitely kind of boring. It's just thinking about the excitement and the tension that was packed into every single battle during Scenario 0. This is nothing compared to that. Incredible! I never would have guessed there was poison that could work on me. I'm impressed. Using any and all means to secure victory is what war is all about. And this is a battle for survival of our respective species. We must do whatever it takes. The survival of our species? You haven't killed me yet, though. Come, let's finish this. This will be our final showdown. Only the victor will survive. You got it, guys. Woo! Woo! Fight, 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 fight! Fight, 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 fight! I will not yield, I will not run! To die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors! We got him. Looks like you're getting what you wanted. You'll die in battle. If that's the kind of death you want, I'll be glad to give it to you. So I have lost. My life has finally reached its end. But it is you I feel sorry for. So young, yet you are weapons that exist to kill, and nothing more. Weapons? None of us want your pity, old man. The battle is over. It's time for you to die. Ato? Huh. I guess he needs some plot, Crypto. Unless you're plotting something. There's no way this isn't like his first Crypto I've ever given him. Bro's got no globin. I'm at 30k already. Ah, another successful battle for the books. What a relief. Why'd you go and finish him off on your own? Are you even the real Ato? Would you mind not spewing that putrid spittle when you speak in that nails on a chalkboard voice of yours? Yeah, he's the real Ato, alright. Of course I am. Anyone can see that. So Miss Amemiya really did create a ruby tear and use it to bring you back, Mr. Outski. So it seems. Only one, though. She's still in her giant fleshy form right now. She said she'll need more time to make enough tears for the others. The first one she made all went to reviving me. We're still going to have to wait, huh? But this proves the ruby tear really works. It means you can bring back the others, too. I'll finally be able to see them again. I will, won't I? We could definitely use the extra manpower. Our final battle with Vexness can't be far away now. Gotta hand it to you, Ato. You came back right when we needed you. I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be complimenting me, Takemaru. We finally have hope, and it's all thanks to Darumi. Takumi? What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. You're right. This is great. We'll bring everyone back and win this war together. Things are really looking up for us now. With the battle over, we all heaved one big collective sigh of relief. Exhausted from a long, hard fight, everyone went back to their rooms to rest. But not me. There was something I needed to check on. And once I'd done that, I needed to have a conversation with the person responsible for all of this. I have to get to Darumi's room. She's not going to brush me off this time. Darumi, I'm coming in. Hey, Takumi. It's been a while. You've gone back to your human form, huh? Technically, it's more like I can switch back to this whenever I want now. That's a huge step forward. You're incredible, Darumi. The simp is here. You're here too, Eito? Good. That makes things easier. So what's so urgent you had to sneak into my room in the dead of the night? If you want more ruby tears, it's gonna take a while. I've got the hang of how to make them, but actually doing it's harder than you might think. Or did you just want to talk to your darling Darumi again that much? Or maybe you want to do more than talk? Eito's right there. I don't mind if it's you, Takumi. I'll do anything. Retstom is down bad for Takumi. Is that a no? Do you want to know more about why I brought Eito back? Brought Eito back? Of course you did. I'm right here, aren't I? In that case, why is your body still in your grave? After the battle, I went to check on your body. Even with the damage and decomposition, I could still tell. It was you. If you'd really used the ruby tear on him, Eito would have come back to life. Eito Aotsuki is here in front of me, but his body is still in the ground. How exactly is that possible? What's going on here? Didn't it ever seem weird to you, Takumi? Retsnom can both eat and create anything it wants. If something that powerful really existed, don't you think the planet would be overrun with them? Are you trying to tell me you can't do that? Retsnom never had that kind of ability? No, that part's true. I bought Eito back, didn't I? The reason there are no Retsnom left is because they all killed themselves. Man, how do you know that? They killed themselves? Retsnom devours everything, even the memories of the things that it eats. At its core, it doesn't have a will or a consciousness of its own. Retsnom doesn't have a will or a consciousness. It just consumes anything it can and constructs an identity around their memories. If it eats a bird, it flies in the air. If it eats a dog, it runs on the ground. And if it eats a person, it walks and it talks like a person. But sooner or later, it learns the truth and takes its own life. I'm not restarting my computer. But sooner or later, it learns the truth and takes its own life. Its prey's memories always end the same way, with a dark shadow bearing down on them. When a Retsnom realizes that's what it really is, it's overcome with despair and it chooses death. You mean... Retsnom absorbs everything into itself, even memories. So who needs the ruby tear? By eating just a tiny bit of Eito's bod, I got all his memories in the bargain. Then I used my Retsnom powers to transform part of my body, put those memories into it, and here I am, alive again. No way. A new body with all the same memories copied into it. Did that really count as bringing someone back to life? And did that perfect copy still count as the same person? We could still revive the original bodies with the tear, but it's so much faster to just make new ones. And we're on a time crunch here, right? You want to bring the others back as soon as possible? Maybe. But actually, I'm glad you came when you did. I wanted to ask your advice about this. I figured, what if I absorb y'all right now? Huh? What do you mean, Darumi? Once I absorb you, I can use my Retsnum powers to recreate you right after. You'll still have all the same memories and personalities. You won't even notice any difference. But you'll be stronger than before, and I'll have a backup of your memories, in case of emergencies. If you ever get in a situation where the Revive-O-Matic won't work on you, I can bring you back instead. Do you have any idea how crazy that sounds? I could actually create multiple copies of you, but even I think that'd be going too far. You'd probably end up killing each other over who was real and who was a copy. Don't worry, Takumi. Getting absorbed doesn't hurt at all. You won't feel a thing. Speaking as a singular chomp of Ato's corpse's heel, how do you know that? Do you remember what it felt like? I don't think you do. We can bring back the other team and make sure everyone survives to the end. Isn't that what you've been working toward all this time? You won't find a better way than this. I don't think. Please, Takumi. I can't do this without you. Let's bring everyone back and make it to day 100 where no one has to die. I'm doing this for you, you know. All the pain, all the weird transformations, it's all been for you. Boy, that sucks. And I also don't think it honors the actual memories of the fact that Darumi was the one who wanted to raise the dead in the first place. Although maybe she only wanted to raise the dead for Takumi's sake. I don't know. Turns out, Retsnam is too complicated for knowing. Darumi reached out her hand toward me. Perfect copies, inside and out, everyone alive again. It really did sound like a great deal. But was it okay for us to do it this way? Wasn't it cheating, somehow? I didn't know. I had to make a decision, but I had no idea what was right or wrong anymore. Maybe I should think about it another way. Is who I'm talking to really Darumi? The same Darumi I know and trust? I... Decide your destiny. Hell yes! Store me on the cloud, baby! Upload me to AI Drive and create as many slop Takumis as you want, babe. Alright, I'm gonna trust you. I want to be uploaded. If you really can bring everyone back and guarantee that we'll all survive, then I'll accept you just the way you are. That is what I've been fighting for, after all. It's the reason I allowed for you to become like this. I won't abandon you now that the end is in sight. I'm here for you, Darumi. Thank you. Now, take my hand. Yeah. I'm really glad you chose me, Takumi. Nobody's ever accepted me or put me first before. If anyone was gonna change that, I wanted it to be you. Thinking about you is what gave me the strength to keep fighting. That's what I remember feeling anyway. That might have sunk my more optimistic reading. That's what I remember feeling. If anyone was going to change that, oh, it's all past tense. If anyone was going to change that, I wanted it to be you. Thinking about you is what gave me the strength to keep fighting. Past tense. Oh, is she already gone? There's a reason. There's a reason I didn't think she was fully gone. There's a reason. There's a reason, and I'll at least lay out my case. Doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't feel it anymore. I took one last breath and reached out for Darumi's hand. Y'all are like, you're coping! Or rather, Retsnom's tentacle. She's already gone. No! I don't believe she's already gone! When we touched, I felt as if my entire sense of self was being drawn into something greater. That was where my consciousness and my existence as I knew it came to an end. Consciousness, huh? I guess her consciousness is probably gone. I guess I probably know how I read this route then. Up and Atom troops, time to rise in rickety shine! It's your 9999999th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. The goal is right in front of you. All of humanity's cheering. Go fucking do your best. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops, prepare for battle, immediately. Consciousness is gone. Oh, God. Riggedy Retsnom Wednesday. Good, great, everyone's here. This will be our final battle. Get through this and humanity will have won the war. The enemy will be stronger than ever, so give it your all. Worry not. Those dastards shall become rust on the holy Jumanji sword's blade. Somebody must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word failure. Just who do you think you're talking to? This battle will be a clinch for Kurara Osuzuki, scion of the proud Osuzuki clan. This is it then, the final showdown, and hopefully the last time I'll have to kill unwillingly. Our long fight is coming to an end. It almost feels anticlimactic. It can't end soon enough, if you ask me. I'm tired of being forced to fight for humanity's filthy ambitions. I only hope I'll be free of that duty soon. Even a piece of trash like me has people waiting for him, and I can't wait to see Leo again. We've made it this far, now we just have to finish it. Oh man, the girls are gonna be all over me when this is over. And I'm going to retire to a farm in the middle of nowhere to live in peace with my dear sister. What do you mean retire? You're 14. Don't get ahead of yourselves, everyone. We haven't won yet. We're totally gonna, though. I'm so fired up. Nothing's gonna stop me. It has been an honor to fight alongside of... Don't hype it up too much. It's making me nervous. Once Vexness shows up, I'll take the lead. I've got another poison gas primed and ready. Let's win this war and all go home together. You bet we will. 100% legitimate Takumi Sumino. You bet we will. I see. So this is the choice you made, Takumi? It is. That's what I remember. Anyway. Retsnom has no consciousness and no will of its own. Fuck. Alright, then I'll support you to the very end. When all is said and done, I'm still your friend. I'm glad someone finally chose me, Ghost Boy. Kyo. You ready, Takumi? Yeah, let's do this, everyone. For the last time. Defensive battle. Initiate. Woohoo! Oh, so that means that I do have a... I was thinking I didn't have a launch, like, and transformation sequence with everybody, including Eito, but I do. I technically do. This would be that. What did I want to use this for? I seem to remember some video that I wanted to use this as a thumbnail for. No, I know what I want to use this for. I probably shouldn't have talked over it. Retstorm Thursday on a Sunday. Our glorious final battle against the dastardly Fexness. I feel ill. I feel unwell. It was much more clear this time reading it what was going on with consciousness and the idea that none of these people have any consciousness remaining, as I was partially aware the first time. Fexness doesn't seem to have arrived yet. Trying to wear us down with her minions. Classic evil overlord move. Let's say we draw her out, Takumi. Sounds good. Let's take these small fry out now, everyone. Take them out. Have fun, everyone. Yeehaw! Mokomania's really running wild now! These freaks are so insolent. At this rate, the final boss will pose no threat. Perchance the sunlight is damaging their wicked souls. This is no time to kid around. Looks like we've got company. You're right, there she is! We all looked to where Moko was pointing. The Supreme Commander. One of the only people here who has a legitimate consciousness, existence. She's like the only, like, oh, I feel sick. If you're to like point of view snap, I think she'd be the last person remaining who's like a sentient, living human here. That's actually so fucked up. It's so fucked up. She's the only, oh my god. Depending on your view of what a person is, she's the only person with a ghost in her shell, except for all of her battle pets, who I don't know how sentient they are. Did I say a slur? She called them battle pets, but maybe they're actually fully fledged, like, sentient beings. They probably are, actually. I'm sorry that I called them a slur. Nah, that's so fucked up, though. Here's your Darumi romance route, everybody. Last time I met, you had the gall to attack me with poison. Allow me to pay you back for that. The wire soldiers I killed back among you. You gotta keep up with the program, lady. Kyo kyo kyo! Weird, huh? I wonder if you can figure it out. Impudent invaders, you used one of our planet's forbidden techniques, didn't you? Just how much do you have to take from us before you're satisfied? That power belongs to me! Wow, she's really mad about this. Then it's time to use my power. You! I promise to support you to the very end, no matter what decision you made. Now do it. Use my power. I saved up extra specifically for times like this. Bro, I did not want to use you like this. You deserve to go back to the satellite or something. I don't know what your options are. Who's dying today are you? We already died on Tuesday, boy. The Ghost Boy's Undying Flame attack comes first. We'll weaken Vexness. Hit her with the secret weapon? Curse you! Curse you all! My lungs, my whole body feels tainted, like it's been eaten away. Is this that poison again? Nice job, Nozomi. You weakened her even more. Onward, friends. Victory is practically assured. This is the final push. Give it everything you've got, guys. Enemy approaching. Alright. Take her out. Looks like she's been debuffed by flames, not just like firebombed. Epic. Give it up, Vexness. We won. Ha ha. How could I be defeated? I am superior. Is this the power of that bizarre arm? What kind of insane power did you get your hands on? Yo, yo, yo. Sorry, but you don't really need to know that. Now, it's time for me to absorb you too. What are you doing? Get away! Get away from me! What's going on? This is no mere absorption ability. You're going to be one of us now. One of us. One of us. No! Stop it! Stay away! Get out of my body! Shh. Quiet now. There's nothing to be scared of. Everything will be okay. I promise. Just relax and let it happen. No! No! Good morning, Takumi. Huh? When did I fall asleep? Kyo, kyo, kyo. You must have been really tired. You've been working so hard. Did you put me back into my Pokeball? You've experienced so much death and despair, but you've overcome all of it to end up here. I know how hard it's been for you. I am you now, after all.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. But you don't have to carry that burden anymore. I'm gonna take everything and everyone into myself. Once I do that, there'll be no more war, no more fighting. We can all live in peace, free from the fear of death. Is that your new goal? Yeah. All the people on the artificial satellite, all the living beings I can find, I'll absorb them all, along with their memories. We'll all become one. No one will ever have to die. No more grief, no more painful bye-byes. And you won't have to suffer anymore either. That does sound good. But are you sure you can handle it? Kyo, kyo, kyo. Don't worry. I'm not about to kill myself. I've wanted to die a ton of times throughout my life, but never gone through with it. I guess that's part of why I was so super compatible with Retsnom. I really was the perfect host for it. That really is the lowest blow of this whole thing. Or maybe the highest high. It's really the craziest thing in this whole route. Oh. Well, I guess it's settled then. That's right. You don't have to worry about a thing. I'll make you happy, Takumi. I'll make everyone happy. I'll take all your pain away and create a new world just for us. Thank you, Darumi. Come on, time to go. The others are waiting for us at the escape pod. They're all there. They're just waiting on you and me. Great. I'm so glad we all get to go back together. We're finally going to leave this place. We're going to leave it all behind. All the fighting, all the pain, all the sorrow. No more life or death decisions. No more death. Congratulations, Takumi. You finally got your happy ending. From now on, we'll never have to be apart, and we'll keep everyone safe from all the bad things in the world. I love you, Takumi. Now, let's both be happy together. Forever. Excuse me, sorry, I couldn't help it. Are you two a couple? No. I am a hive mind, a collective of human organisms. Ah! That is the We Are One ending of 100 Line Last Defense Academy, in which Darumi consumes a Retsnom. I have to say, I do think ultimately, we're gonna see. We're not done. There's one more important ending. that makes me feel like some part of her is still there. But Takumi said very clearly after he was absorbed. Well, okay, being absorbed is different from hosting Ret Snom. Darm Snom. Some combination, either fully Ret Snom or partially Ret Snom, reached the strongest, most complete version of Snom that is possible because Darumi is really good at not killing herself. It feels kind of icky, but it feels kind of cool. Like, it feels really creative, I suppose, as an exploration of the character, but it also kind of feels like disrespecting the part of her that deserves the most respect. It's a very complicated thing. When I was thinking about it last night, I feel like I said Ret Snom was a little bit like slow or like not that interesting compared to Scenario Zero. In some ways, not action packed, but it's kind of like literary fiction thing where the events aren't as important as the introspection on the human self, and that really is insane. Even I don't know. I still don't fully grasp when Darumi lost her consciousness, if she did lose her consciousness. Because, I mean, she said, that's what I remember feeling, is all this past tense. It probably is just a Ret Snom replica of her, but she, Darm Snom, survives enough to consume everybody, including the Supreme Commander, and then goes to the artificial satellite to consume everybody, which implies that every person left in humanity, up to and including her abusive family, are going to be consumed, and their last memory is going to be Darumi, and they're going to become a human species Darumi singularity. If you try to romance Darumi, you get a mankind species wipe Darumi singularity hive mind. Because this is 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Please feel free to donate, Kyo. I haven't saved once today. Okay. Alright then. Let's make the other choice. I think this is the... I don't know. It's the best ending to finish on. I don't know. Yoink! Bringing you back into this. Accept Darumi's offer. No. I will not be getting absorbed into the Snarmdom abomination today. Tell me something. Who are you? Huh? What are you talking about, Takumi? I'm Darumi Amemiya, obviously. Is my makeup so bad today you don't recognize me? Wow, that's depressing as hell. Give it a rest, Darumi. I know you're not the same person I knew and trusted to do the right thing. You can keep using her name if you want, but it's not gonna make me trust you anymore. You're being awfully ungrateful, aren't you? You're the reason this happened to Darumi in the first place. I know, but I just can't do it. I can't let you do this. I won't join you. That's how it is, huh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I turned around and left to go back to my own room. No more discussion. I was half expecting one of them to attack me while my back was turned, but they didn't lash out. They didn't try to stop me. They just let me walk away. Sire, get in the bin. Leave me alone. The next morning, we all got together, minus Darumi and Eito. I told everyone what happened. So that's how Eito came back, and why Darumi's been changing so much. And now she wants to absorb all of us, too. Quite the predicament. I'll refrain from saying I told you so. I'm sorry it had to come to this. So, we won't be able to revive the others after all? I'm not saying we should let Darumi absorb us, but we've come this far. Couldn't we get her to bring Nozomi's friends back at least? Don't be an idiot. We're talking about absorbing corpses and making new bodies with the same memories. They wouldn't be the same people, just copies. No matter how much she misses them, Nozomi's not gonna want her friends back if they're not real. Okay, pause. Pause. Takumi keeps saying she's not the same person. But I'm coping. It doesn't necessarily... A copy is a copy. A copy is a copy. I agree. There's like a consciousness difference there. But Darumi is being consumed from within. No, instead she's being recreated from memories. It's different though. It's different. It's different! Without another word, Nozomi turned and ran out of the cafeteria. Nozomi. We should probably give her some space. It's not our place to tell her how to feel. I feel bad for even bringing it up. I'm sorry. Someone as sensitive as me shouldn't even be alive. So what do we do now? About Retsnam, I mean. We basically need a plan to kill it, right? Brother dearest. Sorry, sister dearest, but so long as that monster is in the school, I can't guarantee your safety. It's our enemy. Plain and simple. You're right. The only thing we can do now is kill it. Kill Darumi? But she's our friend! Love you, Tsubasa. Tsubasa coin. That thing isn't Darumi anymore. It's just Retsnam wearing her skin. I don't agree. I don't want to agree. I don't want to agree. I don't agree. I don't know. Maybe eventually it won't be Darumi. I'm sure because she's not in pain anymore. It's consumed her. You'll see. And sooner or later, it will try to absorb us. That's its nature. We need a way to stop it. I agree, but it's not going to be easy. We're dealing with a monster that can consume and create anything it wants. Fighting it head-on will only guarantee our destruction by an army of Ato duplicates. I'm assuming you have some new kind of plan? Yeah. It's not much, but it's all I've been able to think of. Nozomi's grief, Darumi becoming a monster, this whole situation. It's all because of me. I have to take responsibility and end this. Just leave it all to me. Alright. Brace yourself. I spent the rest of the day getting everything ready for my plan and waiting for night to fall. Once it was good and dark, I figured it was time to go to Darumi's room. Fuck Retsnam Route. Fuck Retsnam Route. All my homies hate Retsnam Route. God. I have to go to Darumi's room. I have to end this. If you guys just didn't do this, if you just didn't revive a demon, if you put value on your lives, Darumi, you're awake in there, right? I'm coming in. Huh? What's up, Takumi? I thought you didn't want to be friends anymore. Kyo. You must have decided to join me. Not great at making big decisions, are ya? But I guess that's nothing new. I'm glad. It was hard watching you discard Darumi after everything she's done for you. I'm sorry, Darumi. It's fine. I forgive. But I can't stay and talk anymore. Huh? I came here to stop you. I won't let you absorb me or the others. And how do you propose to do that? You don't seriously believe you can defeat us on your own, do you? The way we are now, even the whole team couldn't take us down. Well, I'm not alone. I brought a friend. Are you sure about this, Takumi? I am. This is how I'll take responsibility and keep everyone safe. The Undying Flame Boy. What are you doing here? We're following the plan then? Yes. Do it! The next moment. Are you ready, Takumi? I'm going to give the last of my power to you. I'm ready. Takumi, what are you doing? These flames destroy any and all living matter. That includes me. And you! Even with your Retsnam powers, you're still not immune to this. But why would you set your arm on fire? Do you want them to burn you up as well? I couldn't make anyone else do this. This is between me and Darumi. Here I come, Darumi. This is the end. You and I. We'll both die here. This is the Darumi romance route. I threw myself at Darumi. The undying flame spread to envelop both of us, eating away at every cell in our bodies. Now that the end was here, I felt strangely calm. Bling! I should have died that day when I decided to revive Retsnam inside me anyway. Since then, I've been on borrowed time. I should have been the one to have my body consumed from within, until the creature replaced me entirely. Darumi wanted to spare me that fate, so she'd taken my place. That was the only reason I've survived until now. So I wasn't afraid to die. No. What I felt most in my final moments was a deep sense of gratitude toward Darumi, and regret that things couldn't have turned out differently. Day 95. Day 96. Day 97. Day 98. Day 99. Day 100. Troops, congratulations! This is your 100th morning at the Academy. At long last, the time has come. On this auspicious day, the long-held wish of humanity will finally be realized. The most important battle of all will be upon us momentarily. Please follow the orders provided through the announcement system quickly and without delay. Get yourselves in order before then. I'll see you shortly, soldiers. Huh? I'm alive? The last thing I remember is me and Darumi burning to death in undying flames. Takumi, you're finally awake. Takumi, you're okay? Yeah, but why? Why am I still here? That's what we wanted to tell. That's what we wanted you to tell us. Back on day 94, there was a huge fire on the roof, and when we went to check it out, we found Darumi and Eito burned to death, and half of you. Half of me? The undying flames had already burned away most of your body. What was left of you was just lying there on the roof. It was quite the grotesque sight. So were you saying there was still enough of me for the Revive-O-Matic? No. If that was it, I'd have been revived right away, and the announcement said it's day 100. Yeah, maybe it's because you were killed by the undying flames, but the Revive-O-Matic didn't work on you anymore. Huh? We tried calling the undying flame boy, but he's also stopped appearing. Yeah, he used up all of his power to help me. But then why am I alive? We found this on the ground, beside you. No way. Is that what I think it is? We thought so too, so we put it on your body, and it sank into it. And after a few days, the Revive-O-Matic was able to bring you back the rest of the way. In other words, this is a ruby tear. A ruby tear? Did Darumi make this? But why? I'd rejected Darumi and tried to kill her. After all that, why would she do this for me? Wait a minute, never mind that. Is it really day 100? What about the final battle, and the invaders, and Vexness? It's alright. Calm down. You don't have to worry about any of that. What? Wasn't exactly a total victory, but we got the enemy to back off at least.
Yeah.
Mostly. Well, it was thanks to the revived team from the other academy. Revived? I repeated the word in a dull, flat tone, but then the door opened, and I understood. Ooh, you really are awake again! Woohoo! So you're Sir Takumi, the one to whom we owe our lives. Ah, we heard you've been working hard all this time to revive us. You did pretty well for a filthy peasant. Dying and coming back right before the final battle, though. Talk about a rude awakening. Loko, Kyoshika, Kurata, and Yugamu. So then, that's right. We took the tier back to second to last academy and used it on them too. And the Revive-O-Matic did the rest. Thank you so much, Takumi. We never would have been able to bring them back if it hadn't been for you. I didn't really do anything special. Hey, this is no time to be modest. You took the ruby tier from Darumi, didn't ya? You took the ruby tier from Darumi, didn't ya? And you're the one who found out how to revive us in the first place. I'm so grateful for everything you've done. No, I really didn't. The words stuck in my throat, and before I could go on, another announcement started playing over the PA system. The most important moment of the operation will soon begin. We will enter attack mode. It seems the time has come. I'm sure you must still have a lot of questions, but you're gonna have to save them for now. We can talk all you want once we're safely out of here. We should go. We've checked the schoolyard, and the escape pod is already there. It'll be no laughing matter if we miss it. Come on, Takumi. Right. Without any further discussion, everyone filed out of the room. Are you okay, Takumi? You seem a little off. What exactly happened between you and Darumi that day? I really don't know. I only knew that I should have died, but somehow I survived. Darumi must have torn me off at the last minute so the flames wouldn't consume me. Darumi must have torn me off at the last minute so the flames didn't consume me. Thanks to her, part of me had been left intact. Even with only a charred torso, there was still the chance of being brought back. Darumi must have realized that possibility and made the ruby tier to help make it a reality. But that wasn't all. This wasn't only about her wanting me to survive. Deep down, I think she wanted it to end the way it did. She said all that to make sure I'd be the one to finish her. Huh? None of the legends said what would happen to Resnam's host, and we were still no wiser about it now. Darumi had no idea just how dangerous she might become. Maybe that's why she thought it was better for her to die before it was too late. But then, what about the way she'd been acting? Before, Darumi had pretended to be morbid and insensitive in front of everyone else. She'd only felt comfortable being herself around me. Then, she'd stopped showing me her more serious, more caring side, as if she were doubling down on the act. But what if that was just an act? Had she been playing the part of the inhuman creature Resnam so I could kill her without remorse? Now you get why I'm crazy! This ending explicitly feeds you that reading. I have no idea. And now, I guess I never will. In her final moments, in spite of how much her body had changed, was there still a trace of the real Darumi in there? Or was I just grasping at straws to try and make sense of all this? I didn't have a definitive answer, or any way of getting one. How could I possibly know how Darumi had felt, or why she did things the way she did them? I found myself reminded of something she told me once. Do you really know how other people feel, Takumi? Huh? Because I don't. No one ever seems to understand me, and I don't get what's going on in their heads either. No one ever knows how anyone else is feeling, really. I guess what's really important is how I choose to remember her. Are you sure you're okay, Takumi? You've been mumbling to yourself for a bit now. Yeah, it's nothing big. Come on, we better get going. What was Darumi at the very end? Was she still a person, or has she really become a monster? If the only thing I can do now is to believe in her, then I already have my answer right there. I'll never forget you, Darumi. I'll keep you in my heart for as long as I live. I promise. And I guess I've been on that same train of thought. I think it's intentionally vague. They keep saying over and over again, like, no, 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 the real Darumi is dead. The real Darumi is dead. Like, no, it's just a replicant from her memory. It's just a replica from her memory. It's just how Darumi felt. That's the end of the Retsnom Let's Play. Looks like my Retsnom Thursday is finally over. Yeah. Quite the route, isn't it? It's really stuck with me. I don't know. Because in reality, whether you choose to merge with Darmsnom or not, the most important thing actually happens right after Ato explodes and she defeats the commander. The last thing she does that seems like unquestionably Darumi is when she shows up and saves Takumi from Vexness. After that, the reason I opened this episode with repeating that dialogue about like, wow, Ato really had that in him, is that's the last conversation where it seems like she 100% is herself, right? So I feel like that's really important because after that, she sleeps for a while and then, wow, no more arm, no more pain. That would probably be the moment in which she was fully consumed. And, you know, again, with the memories, it's possible that in her mind, she couldn't kill herself. She didn't want to kill herself. There was a hard lock on killing herself in Darumi, which was copied into Retsnom if she was gone. But there was also another override, which was get Takumi to kill me. He's going to know that if I act like this, it's not the real me. Which is what the game says right there. It's what Takumi says. If I'm only acting like this crazy, morbid clown, we'll say that now, just fucking kill me. Which I want to add is nuts because you know people are going to reduce her to that. You know people and fandom, people who play the game, are going to see the way she presents herself, the clown, the morbid clown, the crazy sicko, and say that's all she is. But Retsnom, in hard, fine cursive, says if that's all Darumi was, she would want it. She would legitimately need to be killed. That's not her. That's not her. That's not who she is. That is explicitly stated in the story. It is a crazy deconstruction of this woman. It's so fucking cool. That is not who she is. That is not who she is. It is written in hard, clear writing. But at the same time, when did she die? Did she fully go away? Was she just a copy? When Takumi says stuff like, oh, it's just a creature wearing her skin. Oh, that wasn't Darumi's arm. That was Retsnom's tentacle. I still don't think that's hard truth. You know what I mean? It's clear that Takumi lost his consciousness and all the clones are just clones, which is its own fucking conversation. But when he says that, it's almost just like a matter of perspective, right? Because it's hard to say, but oh, I don't even want to say it, actually. It's hard. If you map it... No, I was going to say... what I was going to say is, like, if you imagine somebody, like, losing their own memories and parts of themselves due to something like, you know, a mental... like, a mental deterioration type situation, you know, is there a point where they've lost so many parts of themselves they don't feel like themselves? There's that, you know, there's like, you know, not having the full version of yourself, which I don't really want to get into here. That might be too sad for people. That I might accidentally say some harsh things unintentionally from lack of experience. But Retsnom Thursday, woo! But at the same time, consciousness, I think, is a clear-cut thing. That's probably not, but, you know, Takumi loses some kind of consciousness, and then he comes back, and now he's just, like, a part of the Darumi AI blob or whatever. That's a funny way to look at it. That seems clear-cut, but yeah, my thing is basically, why Why did Darmsnom make the ruby tier? There is the other piece that I wasn't thinking of. Why did Darmsnom push him away to avoid being incinerated? That's a thing. It would make sense. It would make sense. That's just because it copied memories of like, oh, Darumi wouldn't want Takumi to die. But why did it produce a ruby tear? That's my thing. When I look at this, the ruby tear symbolizes the real Darumi wanting to save Takumi's life. When I read this, that's what that symbolizes. I think that's a pretty safe reading. That's her saying she's still in there, and her final act is to make it. Other things I've thought is like, do you have to kill a Retsnom and then harvest a ruby tear? But I just don't feel like that's what the texts were laying out. You know, that just doesn't sound right. Like the old man would be like, oh, you have to raise it like a dangerous cattle and then kill it. I don't think she produced it because she died. And then there's the less fun question of the writing and like, why couldn't we use this ruby tear on her? Is it really that, I mean, they said it. They said that they were incinerated so badly there was nothing left, so that mostly makes sense. But at the same time, it feels like you could revive Darumi and Eito, well, clone Eito, with the ruby tear. You know what I mean? Because everybody's corpses are pretty fucked up there. Like, is there really and truly, like, nothing but dust left there? They were able to identify 2 bodies were there, at least. I don't know. Maybe it is just that they got dusted and Takumi didn't, but my issue with this route, I mean, it's not even an issue. What my heart wanted the entire time was a happy ending where they realize that their lives have value. And you symbolize that with Darumi dies to produce a ruby tear, and then I thought it could only be used on one person, so I was like, Darumi dies in the process, he has the choice to use it to revive somebody, and then he uses it to revive Darumi because she doesn't deserve to die for any of this. That's what my heart wants. But the way that it actually plays out, I think it's, you know, intentionally more weird and thought-provoking, I suppose, but it also fits within the confines of the world building, I guess the magic system at play here or whatever with the Retsnom and the ruby tear, which is that as long as she can produce the tear, you can tap in as many crypto people as you want, AI crypto, but producing it is the tricky thing. And I don't know, like, why does a Retsnom produce a ruby tear? That's probably, I'd assume, something we're never going to know the truth about, but when I look at ending 50, it seems like because Darumi is still in there and because she loved Takumi, she produced the ruby tear. That's how I feel. And then, yeah. I don't know how Darumi felt. Yeah. The first time through, it's like, well, you didn't know that she cared about you like that. But the second time, it's like, oh, how Darumi felt around day 69 or 70 before she got replaced by a Retsnom synthetic memory thing. I don't know. But I finished my mission. I told the story of Retsnom on the Melovanium always, so people can experience that. I think it's a good story. It's really sad and dark, and the ending is not happy, but it makes you think. And just, these conversations reveal so much about the character, and it was really well designed. Not just to be like, oh, it's a Darumi route, so it's gonna be really fucked up, but more like, let's explore this interesting character. You know what I mean? She's a thought-provoking character, and this route is made to expose that. And now I wonder how interesting the other 14 characters in this game are, and the other 100 things we can do here. The other 96 endings I haven't seen. It's time for me to move on from Retsnom. All in all, I really like it, obviously, but it's only the first route I've explored. So, let's see what the rest of the game is like. See you next time.